Snip, you wearing that same green shirt? Yeah. Yeah, I am. I put it on last night, did some videos, and I went to work the next day. Got home. Doing some videos. I'm not going to change my shirt just to do some videos for tomorrow. No. It's kind of creepy. Look, I've got one of these little rings that you set those bowls on. And I've got a green one also. I thought that would be a cool little pedestal for the old Magic 8 Ball, wouldn't it? Have it like spinning or something. Maybe I need to put that down here, you know. Oh. Make it look good. On second thought, no. Let's get on with the video. Reuters. Oh, Joe, you're quoting a Reuters article? Yeah. I didn't say I felt good about it, but the article makes me feel good once you hear what it is. U.S. Federal Reserve Markets czar is, well, stepping down. The top Federal Reserve staff official charged with transforming the central bank's words into actions in the U.S. markets is, well, stepping down. Simon Potter? Potter? You're a wizard, Harry. No, a different Potter. Simon Potter, not Harry Potter. Who runs the Fed Systems Market Operations, is stepping down at the end of the week, as is Richard Zena, head of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York's Financial Services Group, the regional central bank said on Tuesday. The changes leave an interim figure in charge of the U.S. Central Bank's market operations, which are run by the New York Fed Markets Group, as the Fed navigates how to keep control over interest rates and what to do with trillions in bonds this year. New York Fed President John Williams named Ray Testa, Chief Operating Officer of the Markets Group, as its interim head to replace Potter, and also named a temporary chief from within the regional bank to run the Financial Services Group. They will conduct a broad and thorough search for full-time successors, according to the statement. The Markets Group is charged with trading in debt in foreign exchange markets to set the interest rates the Fed says it wants to target, and it manages central bankers' relationships with Wall Street. Oh! Is that the keyword statement of great importance of this whole article? The Markets Group is charged with trading in debt in foreign exchange markets to set the interest rates the Fed says it wants to target, and this stands out to me, and it manages central bankers' relationships with Wall Street. Oh, the too big to fail. Yeah. You guys are stepping down, huh? Interesting. The group also provides banking services to the U.S. government. Oh, I bet you do. To keep the jobs market humming and inflation under control, the central bank uses trading and other incentives for banks and other traders that indirectly influence the rates people pay on mortgages and businesses pay on loans. That sounds to me like it's parody time for Stephen. Indirectly influence the rates people pay. You take it on your mortgages, the businesses pay on loans. Oh, don't leave me tight. No. Rates people play. Where do we go from here now that these two jabronis are stepping down? And why are they doing it this time? You ever heard? Listen, go back, search, research, whatever you want to do. I have not done this, so I could possibly stand to be corrected. I could. But I don't think I'm going to be. And see if you can figure out when those two guys, or those positions of whoever was in charge, those same positions, did the same thing they're doing. Oh, we're going to step down. Both of us, we're going to step down now. You ever find a time in history with the Federal Reserve? Been around a long time. That division's been around a long time. Has two of them ever stepped down at the same time? Or not? Matter of fact, has anyone ever actually stepped down? I mean, at some point, someone has to leave, someone gets replaced, they're getting old, they're moving on. But I don't think this is because, you know, I've been here long enough. I think I've put in a good tenure. I just think it's time to call it quits. No, ain't no way in Snip's brain that that's what's going on, even if they even said that. Maybe we'll get a comment as I read on. The job has become harder. Oh, harder now. Maybe that's why he's like, oh, it's getting harder. It's getting kind of harder. It's getting kind of harder. Now that we found rates, what are we gonna do with them? I am a singing jukebox of parody. Who did that song? That was Heavy D. Now that we found love, what? Hold on. Yeah, that's the one. Now that they are quitting, what are we gonna do? Anyways, the job has become harder as rates neared zero after the 2008 financial crisis. This pushed the Fed to get much more creative. For instance, buying mortgage bonds and paying bank interest on extra cash they keep with the central bank. Now they hold an enlarged role in markets, $4 trillion in assets, and face questions about whether they have the ability to respond to future economic slowdowns. Markets recoiled in December when Fed Chairman Jerome Powell said the Fed would keep letting its bond holdings expire on, autopilot. Automatic pilot. I thought that was something Tesla introduced in their cars. Autopilot. No, different? Okay. This year, the Fed has kept rates on hold and said it would stop letting those assets fall off the Fed's financial statements by September. So we're going to stop. As I told you would happen when they started that crap. Oh, we're just going to let them roll. I said they'll never do that. You're not going from $4.5 trillion. It's not going to happen. You're not unwinding. Where's it going to go? Where does it go if we're not going to buy it? Someone has to buy these assets. They don't disappear. And most of the assets the Federal Reserve bought were complete garbage. Terrible foreclosures, not AAA rated stuff. It's garbage. Oh, no, it's fine. We'll unwind. And now we're going to stop now. We're not going to unwind. We're going to pause. It's time to press the pause button. Potter, an economist, is a veteran of more than 2 decades at the Federal Reserve, New York Fed, and has run the markets group since June of 2012. I'm not sure if there is ever a good time for someone like Simon to leave. Now, is it Simon or Simone? I think it's Simon, said Michael Gappin, chief U.S. economist at Barclays in New York. He's been there for a long time and has a difficult job. He has helped lay out the framework on how to manage the Fed's balance sheet and the plumbing of money markets. Oh, the plumbing. Got it. Good. That means we don't know what the hell we're talking about, but we're going to write an article to make it sound good. He's been doing a real good job. It's fine. He's leaving. He deserves it. He's been here for 20 years. Last several years at doing this particular position. He's just moving on, Xena, a former, wasn't there one called Xena Princess Warrior? A TV show or something? Xena, or is it de Xena? Because there's a D in front. But I think the D might be silent. So we're going with Xena. A former bank examiner who joined the New York Fed in 1991. Oversees key functions relating to the central bank's services to banks, including settling transactions and transferring funds electronically. Both Simon and Simon and Richard have contributed greatly throughout their careers, and they each leave a substantial and substantive legacy, Williams said in a statement, not least of which is the depth and breadth of talent they've nurtured at the bank and on their teams, which is why I have every confidence in the team's abilities to continue to execute on our mission. A New York Fed spokeswoman, Suzanne Elio, declined to comment beyond the statement. You declined to comment, huh? Is that like transaction declined? Yeah, I don't want to talk about it right now. Yeah, everyone's leaving. They're jumping ship. They're jumping out of the planes. They're parachutes left and right. Everything's fine. Been here for 20 years, 30 years. It's just time to move on. MoveOn.org. Yeah, time to move on. Or is Trump doing his thing saying, you need to leave, and you definitely need to leave? You'd like your little pension, cush little golden parachute, right? Yeah. Go bye-bye. Oh, yes, sir. Time to put some Trump people up in the Fed. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, you know, it's getting kind of heavy. And normally, again, in a normal situation, if you're not paying attention to this stuff, if I'm not Jason up for doing the research and all this crap, this wouldn't even come by someone's desk. You wouldn't know about it. It would be no news. Oh, there's someone in the government's like, oh, whatever. Like, is there even like a news? I mean, there's probably some little news story online on TV somewhere. Oh yeah, Simon and Garfunkel are leaving. You know, they're breaking up. No, it's not Garfunkel. It's the other guy, Richard. Oh yeah, Richard. So maybe they need to bring the Bernanke back. Bernanke, we got a spot here for you. Bernanke. Is gold money? No. Why do central banks store so much of it if it's not? You know, I mean, why don't they store diamonds or pearls or something else? It's just tradition. Can we find that real quick? I mean, it's been a long time, and I think we need to see this together. Be quite honest with you. Bernanke is gold money. YouTube. Here we go. Pardon me. Let's get this going.
The price of gold today is $1,580. The dollar during these last 3 years was devalued almost 50%. When you wake up in the morning, do you care about the price of gold?
Well, I pay attention to the price of gold, but I think it reflects a lot of things. It reflects global uncertainties. I think the reason people hold gold is as a protection against what we call tail risk, really, really bad outcomes. And to the extent that the last few years have made people more worried about the potential of a major crisis, then they have gold as a protection.
Do you think gold is money?
No.
It's not money. Even if it had been money for 6,000 years, somebody reversed that and eliminated that economic law.
Well, it's an asset. I mean, it's the same. Would you say Treasury bills are money? I don't think they're money either, but they're a financial asset.
Why do central banks hold it?
Well, it's a form of reserves.
Why don't they hold diamonds?
Well, it's tradition, long-term tradition.
Well, some people still think it's money.
Oh, God. Somebody tell me, how in God's name could you ever not like Ron Paul? Man, I'd love for him to get back into government, whether it's a congressman, a senator, you know, a House, Senate. Again, I'd love for him to be like a VP of President Trump. Holy cow. But I don't think that's going to happen. Trump will probably pick Pence again, I guess, I think. Boy, would that be freaking fantastic. I love that video. That video, to me, is kind of the equivalent of, like, up there with the O'Reilly meltdown. Speaking of which, Bill O'Reilly. Oh, it's already auto-filling for me.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know.
Just read it, Bill.
Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
I know you haven't seen it because you have the IQ of a turnip, you hapless gorilla.
That is it for us today. Yeah, I can't read it. There's no words on it. All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Okay. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
Absolutely love it. That, I feel like when I watch that sometimes, and Ron Paul video with the gold, it like rejuvenates me a little bit. Like I feel like I've gained 2 or 3 years to my life. It like replenishes me. Or it could be that I was just playing those singing bowls. I got a tune for you later that I'm working on. I've got my massage thing in, the crypto cave. Speaking of which, here, just in case you want to see this. There she is. Oh, it's a little green, yeah, little green box over there, green screening. And I'm thinking I might do a little session. Bring this mic over there. Anyways. Stuff's going down. Trump's the man. Get your popcorn ready. You might already start eating it now because the deep state's already in a sheer panic. And it's fantastic. That alone adds about 10 years to my life. Seeing James Comey squirm, Brennan, oh, he said it. No, you said I said that. You said I said that. Nope, stop that. No, we're not going to stop that. Because you didn't, Flynn, Flynn, I was about to say Flinch. Lynch, Loretta Lynch. Oh, I'm completely baffled that Comey would say that I said to call him out. It's not my recollection of the conversation. Well, that's funny, Miss Lynch. It took you how many years? At least a couple, right? And they said that the investigation, whatever, was supposed to be in 2016. You know, they're supposed to look at some of those matters in 2016, whatever. A couple years at least. You didn't come out and say, you know, guys, I didn't say that. You just let him roll with it. Oh, it's fine. And we're not going to prosecute unless we get a recommendation to prosecute by the FBI. And they're not recommending it. So we're going to just abide by that. Miss Lynch, you're in trouble too. Take care.